Hello and welcome back. I am Sarah Mackenzie, reading as Sora for Sky Messages by Sora, Sora Sky Messages. Last week we used the Baseball Tarot for our tarot deck review, and so for this week we are using it for our pick-a-piles. The way that works is I put out 3 piles of 3, you take a deep breath, jump in. You can also pause it and really think about it, but you pick the pile that you are drawn to, and then you can skip ahead to the reading. I do offer the times in the description, so you can just head to that chapter. As I am shuffling, I'm going to thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing with your friends. All of that really does help. It helps get these readings and me to the people who need it. And of course helps just get all of that out there, and I really appreciate you all for that. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can go and do so through my website. If you don't find a time or day or place that works for you, feel free to email me. I do readings remotely and in the Pittsburgh area. If you want to see where I will be for pop-ups, you can head over to the website. If you just enjoy the videos and you want to see them 2 days earlier, or you want bonus content, or if you want readings off the secret menu or discounts, head over to the Patreon. And again, I will never approach you. So if you are looking for a reading, you do have to reach out. And if somebody claiming to be me emails you, sends you a message or whatever asking you if you need a reading, it is not me. Let's get started. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will straighten these out, ask you to take a deep breath, decide which one you are interested in, and I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Pile number 1, we have the Coach or Queen of Balls, Swords. So you have the Queen of Swords, the Rookie or the Fool, and the Two of Bats or the Two of Wands. Take. With this Coach of Balls, learning new ways of thinking, we are watching those around us. We are learning about their methods, if they are in a similar field or have similar interests. We are teaching each other. We are supporting each other in their endeavors, really not trying to reinvent the wheel, really trying to learn from others, so that you can level up your experience, so that you can get more out of what you're doing without having to put in a lot of extra work. You have already done most of the work, and maybe you've hit a plateau. Maybe you just could use a little inspiration. You are going to be able to do that by looking at other people who are doing something similar, the same, or even different, but in a similar area or industry or technique, and going to really check out what makes them different. We're going to take this and moving that into the Rookie or the Fool, we are going to completely innovate some aspect of what we are doing. If this is work, this can be, your methods, or how you advertise. If this is a relationship, it can be about communication. There are really so many different things that you can do with this, that you're just putting that education into something brand new and see what comes. Having that with the Two of Bats or the Two of Wands is really cool, because this take card speaks to finding the best practice for you. Trying different things, but also waiting, observing, looking at the different ways that information is presented to you. So it's a time of experimentation, but not one of extra hard work. Kind of a playtime. So good luck with that. I am going to go into pile number 2. We are starting with batting 1,000, or the star card, the 7 of bats, or the 7 of wands, and the 11 of balls, or the page of swords. This batting 1,000 is so much fun because it speaks to success after hard work and letdown. This would be things not going your way, a huge upset, and then standing up and reclaiming that spot, reclaiming that ground. And it's kind of the rising up and showing the world what you're made of. And I love that. And going from there into the 7 of Wands, that's a card of standing your ground. So at this point, you have stood up, you have reclaimed your power or your success, and you are not giving it up. I love this because it says, when you get there, hold on tight. We have that with the 11 of balls, or the page of swords, the no-hitter. It just speaks to huge amounts of success. This card can also speak to communication, but in this case, I would say that communication would be of admiration or of new opportunities that you can base off of this success. Essentially, you have shown the world what you will and won't take, and now you are going to carry that into a much better place, and hold on to that. I love this. It's been a long, hard road to get there, or get here, but now you are ready to really do something with it. And I'm really excited for you and to find out what that is. Moving on to the third pile. For pile number 3, we have the 5 of balls, or the 5 of swords, the 9 of mitts, or the 9 of cups, and the whole new ball game, the tower. The 5 of balls, or the 5 of swords, I love that as the curveball. I don't think you'll love it as much, given that it is the card of sudden delays, learning that the things that you've been really committed to are not what they seem. So this is often an idea of false starts. The curveball here is great because you are used to hitting one way or another. You are waiting for a certain pitch. You are expecting things to go one way, and then they completely throw you through a loop. And this is often when we have committed to something, we've decided we were going to do something, and then it just wasn't what it seemed to be. And so you have the choice to keep going with the disappointment that it's not what you thought it was, it's not what you wanted it to be, or to let it go. This spread, and most of the time this card will do this, but this spread is specifically telling you to let it go, because what comes next is better. The 9 of mitts is the 9 of cups. It is a card of getting what you want. It is wish fulfillment. So it essentially says if you can hit the curveball, or you can get around it and go in a better direction for you, you will end up getting what you were looking for when you were going down that other path. Normally I read these in a progressive, one leads to the other, but I have to say these feel like an either or. If you hit if you get out of the way of the curveball, if you decide to go a different route, you will get that thing that you were looking for somewhere else. If you continue down this path knowing that it's not what you were looking for, then we get to that tower, which is the real upstart. That is the you didn't leave when we asked you to, you didn't leave when we showed you this wasn't what you wanted, and so now we need to remove you from the situation. It is absolutely still up to you, and either way, good things will happen. It's just that in the case of the whole new ball game, and you see they kept the lightning from the tower, in the whole new ball game, it will be done for you, which will make it messier, harder, and a lot more work. So this really feels like it's urging you to say, you know what, this isn't what I was promised. I am going to go out and find what I was promised. Good luck. Either way, no judgment. But good luck, and I do hope you have a wonderful week.